Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's going to be a little bit different today. We're going to go and see my friend Kai at Savage Performance. He does whole Honda builds and that. And yeah, let's go and see what he's up to. Here we go guys, this is my good friend Kai. Yes. He loves his Hondas. So we come down to see his new unit with all his Hondas. And go and look at the Honda what I used to help do. EK47. I painted this bay. He had a lot of work doing on this one. He done a lot of rubbing down over the weeks. And then I come in, what, half hour, get a tosh over with a gun. Still looks good though, mate. Still looks good.
Pride and joy, man.
That is. We've done
Take it to the next step, man.
we've done a few hours on this one, haven't we?
This car's been
Late nights and sweat and tears.
been a journey.
That's been on my truck a few times, this one.
Yep. Don't look like much now, but
It will.
we'll get there.
Me and Kai have had a little chat and we're gonna have like a little sort of challenge.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a little challenge.
So I was thinking I might build a little family wagon up and just have a little race off. Not a race off, but we have a little build off, shall I say? You know, building a budget challenge kind of thing. Set ourselves a little goal in it.
Yeah, I think we should get this one done, looking good. And then we should get some cheap old motors. I'll get like a cheap Mark IV 20 valve, you get a cheap Honda. And we'll just
find the least cheap.
yeah, that is the thing. I agree with you. Mind you, it's like Mark IV though. They, you know.
Yeah.
But we see with Volkswagen, you can find something cheap like a Lupo or something like that, and you can chuck a 20 valve in it. With something like these, you can't. It's difficult, and it's difficult to see. But we just sort of set a budget for us, you know, and then we'll just like shove it together, and then we just go to pod, and we just have a weekend at pod, just having some fun. Whoever wins wins. It doesn't really matter. It's not really winning, really. It's just a laugh in it between friends and who's well into Hondas and who's well into the old Volkswagens. Use bits off of each other and yeah. But no, we don't. Nearly did. Nearly. But I have seen a few 20 valves in the Hondas though.
Yeah. See it as well.
Yeah, it's been happening. I've seen it. It's been looking good. It's looking good. One of Kai's customers, looking nice, looking fresh.
Finished. Got the exhaust system all tapped up now. Downpipe's done, screener's done, full system's done. Just got Rod's just got to come back and load it all up.
Is that matey from south? Yeah, Southampton, isn't it?
He's on like the border of England and he comes down and always helps me out. That's a big up Rod family if you watch.
He's the one who done all the bits on your cousin.
Yeah, Phantom.
Yeah.
Done a few bits on that as well.
Yeah, I think I need to get him to come and help us do a few bits and pieces.
Why not, man? More the merrier, you know?
Because we've got Jim's Jetta now instead of his Caddy. We're doing a 4-wheel drive Jetta VR6.
Makes more sense, man.
12 valve. So yeah,
More the merrier. All helps.
that's it. Helps him and the nice thing is he's got somewhere to, if he wants to stay up for the weekend, he's got somewhere to stay. He can come and stay up on the city, like Dan did from Monster Rabbit when he come up. He come and stay there. I've got a shower up there, so if he needs to have a shower, and we're not far from each other. What, 5 minutes down the road? Yeah, do you know what I mean? So like, you know, and hopefully me and Kai get back to what we used to be doing. So if he needs a ramp, he can come up to me, and if I need any turbo bits, come and see Kai. Or last time, weren't it, for that one, he nicked a few bits off me.
I want to get this one buttoned up and finished.
Yeah. Yeah. But you need the customer's cars to build these other ones.
Exactly.
I know the feeling. Up and down to Norfolk, helping Matt out and helping him do that, and it's working. Yeah, it's working all right. Don't know what it's going to be like for the winter, but yeah, should be good. But We need to get a few more builds, but yeah, we've got some ideas. Me and Kai are going to do a little video on both of our channels and show what we're going to be doing and what we're not going to do, and we're going to start working together again, I think.
To collaborate. I've been out of, hey, listen,
It's
guys,
been under the rock.
I've been out of the YouTube scene, the whole social media scene forever. Like, since I've had my son and
Yeah, that's it,
yeah. So, you know, we're just getting back into the flow.
But we're just like old mates, you know, we won't talk for months, and all of a sudden one of us will pop up somewhere and we just feel like we talked to each other like a couple of days ago. So, but yeah, we're gonna stay in touch, and we're gonna start working together, and next year is gonna be big.
Yeah,
Now I've got my YouTube channel, and kick him up the arse and get his one going again, and get old Dan to come over. So yeah, it's gonna be good. What have we got here then, Kai? Wow, look at that.
Yeah, this is the old dinosaur. Yeah, this is the dinosaur. I've never been a fan of Borg Warner. I've always been a precision man, but got it for cheap. This was off my cousin's old drag car. So yeah, it's an old school class turbo. I think they call it S400 SX3. So it's a 67mm. Although it's in a big cartridge, big ass cartridge, 67mm, and these make some stink. T4 divided. Twin scroll. Yeah, man. I'm gonna make some power on this. Like I call it the old dinosaur, you know? The old jalopy.
So what was that running on?
It was on a B18.
B18?
Yeah, it was on a B18, which is the 1.8 Honda engines, the old school engines. And I think he was making, the guy that he bought it off, Paul Atkinson, was making i900s. He was making 7 something. On a K20, I'm estimated to make, say about 950 I'll be happy with. So we're trying to get into the H. That's my main goal for the drag car, so we'll see how it goes.
I remember that one. That used to sit in the front bumper, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, when I see it, when we went to pod that time, we had it.
Proper old school turbo, but I got it damn cheap, so I said, you know what? It makes sense, man. So we'll see how it goes. It'll work for now.
I bet that come off of like an old Cummins or something, didn't it?
Yeah, that thing's bloody. They used to make these for the sport front wheel drive cars. Like the front wheel drive drag cars, they used to make them back in like 2011. They had to fit like a certain regulation in the class, innit? So yeah, it was just 67mm kind of thing. But they got a big back wheel and a smallish front wheel, but we'll see how it goes, man. It's the old dinosaur, innit? You know what I mean? The T-Rex. I reckon she'll make a good 900 brake, man.
And that's got to sit at the back?
Yeah, it's going to be top mounted at the back. So the engine is going to be lean forward, and they have lean mounts, so the engine's going to be lean forward, so we'll have a lot of...
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned about them before when we was talking about it. But now I'm looking forward to working on our Hondas again.
Yeah, man, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, man.
Next year is going to be good at pod.
Yeah, man. If you have a good few cars on the start line, you know?
And get Kai, get a truck built for him, because we can build the old truck.
Yeah, man.
It's looking good. I do like this one though. Do like this one. This one's good.
Fitting the gauge pod. So this gauge pod's from T7 Design. And this is what we were just looking at as well, because I was saying to Matt about the heating tunnel behind. I was wondering like, oh, it's going to heat up the gauge, but they've actually put like some grooves. You see like on the recess, it literally looks like my turbo there. Yeah. Anti-surge.
But then you still get the hot air, plus you won't get too hot at the back.
Yeah.
And that's a really good design, that is. And you don't have one of them stupid pod down the side.
Exactly, it just looks
it
neat,
looks fresh.
It's secluded.
Yeah, it looks fresh.
It, so that's what we want. That's the look I want. So.
What sort of power is this one going to be running?
It's only on the GTX 30. So I'm guessing anywhere from 450 to 480. Got the manifold for it, like the intake manifold. Them Skunk 2 Ultras are really good. Stock
engine, but new set of chains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a brand new timing chain there, new tensioner, 5-speed gearbox with LSD, 255 all-roll pump. We're gonna have a 2.5 inch intercooler with piping.
All alley.
A welly, yeah.
All alley, yeah.
3-inch exhaust whole way back.
Let me make that stainless. Where's the screamer going? Screamer going in?
Screamer's going to the floor.
Right, just straight on the floor, not into the downpipe.
There's even the grey car there, we made 515 on a stock K20A2 as well. Like literally bog standard K20 on the 62mm. I'll say the K20s are good to make power stock for stock, like bang for buck, shall I say. They're really good to make power, man, so case rock the world.
And you're gonna do a little thing for the customer, you're gonna tidy his rock cover up for him.
Yeah.
Just to give that little.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
look,
It needs to look, man. Like right now, that's just.
Yeah.
That really puts me off this
Yeah.
whole engine base.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't, you want to show your customers and other people what see the work,
Yeah,
and they'll be like, oh,
exactly
you know, he goes that little bit further,
innit? It goes
and
the
does
extra mile.
things, and
exactly that.
and for what
A lot
it
of this thing
costs.
will be tidied up, man. You're just seeing like the behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's it.
So I don't think this is like the finished product.
No,
You just see it
but
behind the
that's
scenes.
what you
But
do.
yeah.
You go that little bit
Yeah.
further,
Yeah.
and you do make things like I do with the 20 valves. I do that little bit, like the crack black rock cover and
Yeah, that's
inlet and things like that. And it's,
Even if I had to take this off and spray it myself, wrinkle black or something, just to make it neat, I'll do that.
But it's nice. You got a powder coater. Well, he does wheels, but he said he'd do other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I spoke to him before. I've had some wheels done by him.
Yeah.
And he's a nice chap next door. So he's really good at doing his wheels.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said little bits and pieces he can chuck in there.
Yeah.
Powder coat. If not, I've got Nick, who used to be up with us. He does powder coating.
Yeah.
He done the wiper arms for the white Mark II,
Yeah.
and they look they look good. They look good. So.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, you're impressed with the old white Mark II, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're
I like that, man. I like it. It's different.
Yeah.
It does look different, man. I like that. I like the arches and stuff, you know, it's all moulded as one, like, I like that. You know, a lot of people just bolt on arches and then it's just, you know, that looks neat, man. I see it from behind. I've seen it in videos and pictures and I was like, yeah, it looks good. I see you in person today.
Yeah, and that's
good, man.
and that's 300 brake with rods. It just needs a hybrid on it, and then it can make like more power. But us two are going to be working together, so you're going to see a lot more Hondas on this. We do cars. We're into anything really.
That's it, man. I met him. He's always been a VW and Audi man, or a German man, shall I say. And, you know, I had to draw him out to help me work on my Honda. And, you know, I remember the wiring issue, and I mentioned it in one of my videos recently when I pulled the dashboard out. And I remember when we went out in the car, we broke down the side of the road. And it was the wiring limb fried itself somehow. These are, 30-year-old limbs or whatever, it happens. But we pulled that whole dash out, got a whole new loom, filled it back up. He didn't know nothing about, no Honda looms, nothing. We just banged it out, we just looked at pinouts, and we done it, that's how it goes. So,
And it started up first time, didn't it? First time on the key.
on the button, that's what I'm saying.
And the only time that went first time that went out the pod, that broke a shaft, and we changed that in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Pull the other shaft out, knock the little bit out, put the shaft back in, went
Still
back
got
up.
that shaft, do you?
Yeah,
Imagine, still got that drive shaft. Look.
like that. Snap that shaft. Oh no, that's the second time you done it.
Was it the second one? Was it the second one? Was it inner? No, it was the inner that broke.
inner one. Yeah,
Yeah, that one somewhere down
we
there.
done that. You done that on the second one where I didn't come.
That's
you
a
and Matt.
twist right there.
Yeah, but no, the first one was broke in the gearbox, and you was like, "Oh, the fuck, how are we gonna get this?" I said,
Me and my nerves.
Yeah,
Me
and
my
I said-
nerves on my left leg.
"Yeah." I said, "That's easy to get out. We'll take the other shaft out, and we'll
Take
stick a screwdriver through it, and
take the mid shaft out.
yeah,
through,
bang."
done.
And what? 10 minutes was back out, and we was fucking racing again.
Cracked multiple 10-second passes.
Yeah, we was racing again. But yeah, we're going to do a little bit more, and we'll see you in a bit, boys and girls.
See you soon.
Well, there you go, guys. That was Savage Performance. That's Kai. Yeah, he likes building his Hondas and everything. So, but if you most probably heard in the video, we're going to do a little bit of a challenge next year. We'll try to see if we can get a cheap Honda, and he can do a cheap Honda drag car, and then we're going to do a Volkswagen drag car. We'll have to use something like a Mark IV Golf or something like that. Lupo, put a 20 valve in it. What come up quite easy and cheap. Yeah, see what we can do really. But yeah, I think that's what we do. Like and subscribe. If there's anything you want to put in the comments, please do. And yeah, we'll catch you next time.